Welcome back to the Tarp Sports YouTube podcast, whatever you're listening on. This is UFC Macau full card predictions. Set your alarms, it's early, it's in China. Now let's get into it. Starting with the main event, as always, we got Sung Yadong taking on Figgy. 28 versus 38, a 10 years age difference. Sung Yadong is the younger fighter. Figgy, since moving to bantamweight, is 4-3, but he's lost to nothing but killers. He's lost to Umar Nurmagomedov, he's lost to Corey Sandhagen, and he's lost to Petr Yan. Sung Yadong is 11-4 inside the UFC. His losses: O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen, and Kyler Phillips. Couple similar losses there. Figgy, I think, has more ways to win, right? He's just proven to be a better ground game submission guy. I think Sung Yadong definitely has more output on the feet. He gets hit less. Sung Yadong has a 73% takedown defense, and I think he's going to be the bigger fighter in this fight. I think he can stuff Figgy's takedowns. Sung Yadong just KO'd one time, so he's extremely durable. Figgy, and I think it's like 31 professional fights, just KO'd 2 times, submitted once. I don't really think he has to worry about a submission versus Sung Yadong. I like Sung Yadong to win this one. Give me Sung Yadong. I know it's a 5-round fight, but give me Sung Yadong by decision. Now on to the co-main event, guys. We got Zhang versus Menifield. Zhang is 27, Menifield is 38. This is a bigger weight class, so the age 38 doesn't scare me as much as it would a lower weight class. Zhang is 3-1 inside the UFC. He is, as a professional, 19-7, 13 KOs, 6 submissions, 1 decision in all his fights, win or loss, right? So he's killed or be killed. Menifield, 17-6-1 inside the UFC. He's 10-6-1, 9 KOs, 4 submissions, 4 decisions. He's also a finisher, but not as good as Zhang at the finishing part. Menifield, 31% takedown accuracy, only averaging about a half a takedown per 15 minutes. And that's not good, right? I think the way to beat Zhang is with the grappling, although we did see him get beat on the feet versus Walker. And that's another thing with Zhang. Zhang, great takedown defense, 75%, but Zhang's wins are just really bad, right? I mean, he's beaten a retiring Anthony Smith, Diaz, Ribeiro, and his only real competition was Walker, and he lost. Menifield, I think, is over everyone he's versed besides Walker so far, so it's kind of a weird spot to pick. Zhang's a decent favorite. I personally would say go dog or pass betting purposes. Give me Menifield by KO. Next fight, we got the big boy slanging meat. We got Pavlovich taking on Teixeira. 34 years of age for Pavlovich. Teixeira, just 26 years old. Huge step up in competition for Teixeira. Teixeira's 2-1 inside UFC, lost to Derek Lewis, got KO'd. His wins, Taito Iwaza and I believe it was Junior Tafa, one of the Tafa brothers, so not the best wins. I do think Teixeira has a lot of potential. He's a big guy. His striking's pretty good. But I mean, this is just so similar to the Derek Lewis fight for me, right? And I mean, I think Pavlovich has a little bit more technique than Derek Lewis, maybe a little less power, but Pavlovich will still put your lights out. I'm not sold on Teixeira. I know heavyweight's hard to verse a lot of good competition, but Teixeira just fought arguably the 2 worst heavyweights in Tafa and Tuivasa. Give me Pavlovich in this one. Give me Pavlovich by KO. Next fight, we got Asakura taking on Smotherman. 32 years of age for Asakura, Smotherman 28. Asakura, this is his first fight in the bantamweight division for the UFC. Asakura is 0-2 inside UFC. His loss was to Pantoja in his UFC debut, and then Tim Elliott. Now he's moving up, and I think this move up is going to be a good one for him. Smotherman just 1-2 inside UFC. If I'm just being completely honest here, I do think Asakura is just all around better than Smotherman, right? I think just on the money line alone, I think he's probably the best parlay piece for this card. I don't hate Smotherman. I think he's decent, but Asakura got a title fight his first fight. He was one of the best fighters from one championship. I think he's extremely good. I think getting a title fight in your UFC debut is insane. I think only a certain amount of people can do that, and the fact that the UFC even thought he was capable of getting that says a lot. Give me Asakura in this one. Give me Asakura by decision. Next fight, we got Jake Matthews taking on Carlston Harris. 31 years of age for Matthews, 38 years of age for Harris. Harris is replacing Salikov on about, I'd say, 2 weeks' notice. Matthews' UFC record is 15-8. He already has 23 UFC fights at just 31 years old. 2 KOs, 6 submission wins, 7 decision wins. Matthews is pretty durable, right? Only KO'd 1 time. He does get caught in submissions. He got submitted 4 times, and he lost by decision 3 times as well. Harris, 4-3 inside UFC. He has 1 KO, 2 submission wins, and a decision win. Harris, all 3 of his UFC losses have came by KO. I think taking this on short notice in China, I mean, obviously Matthews isn't Chinese, but he's already known about this fight. I wouldn't be surprised if he was already out there. Harris is probably still traveling. And I just think there's a big skill level difference between these guys, right? I mean, Harris at 38, only 7 UFC fights, where, I mean, Matthews has been fighting in the UFC his whole career. He's seen everything. Give me Matthews in this one. Give me Matthews by KO. Next fight, we got Alex Perez taking on Sumadarji. 34 years of age for Perez. Sumadarji is only 30. Perez 8-6 inside UFC, but all of his losses came by absolute killers, right? Muhammad Mokaev, Tayara, Asu, Figgy, Pantoja. Like, these are the people that Perez is losing to. Sumadarji 6-4 inside UFC. He lost to guys like Charles Johnson, Tim Elliott, Matt Schnell, Luis Smoka. I don't really think this is stylistically a good matchup for Sumadarji. Sumadarji just has a 35% takedown accuracy. He's averaging less than a takedown per 15 minutes. The way to beat Perez, we see it all the time, is the grappling. I think Perez is still dangerous on the feet. I just think flyweight's stacked with grapplers and he gets bad matchups. And when he does reverse a striker, he shows out. And I think he's going to show out in this one. Give me Perez by decision. Next fight, we got 2 guys making their UFC debut. We got Diaz at 31 years old, and we got Lee at 26. Like I said, both making their UFC debut. Diaz, 16-5. He does have a win on the Dana White Contender Series. Lee does not. Diaz, 7 KOs, 8 submissions, just 1 decision. Diaz KO'd 2 times as well and submitted 1 time, so he's like a kill or be killed type of guy. Lee is 8-1, 4 KOs, 3 submissions, 1 decision. Highly doubt this one goes to decision based off of that stuff, right? Lee, his only loss was by submissions. So Lee's only seen the judges just 1 time in his career. Me personally, I would say this is just stay away or dog or pass for betting purposes. If I had to do it, give me Lee, give me the younger guy, give me Lee by finish. Next fight, another fight, both guys making their UFC debuts. We got Ding taking on Henrique, 31 for Ding, 24 for Henrique. Both actually lost on the Dana White Contender Series. Henrique's last professional MMA fight was November 13th of 2024. Ding's not that active either. October 4th was his last pro MMA fight. That was 2025, so not a huge layoff for Ding, but Henrique, I don't know if he was injured or what, but Ding just has a lot more experience. Henrique is just, I believe, 8-1 inside his pro career, but not a lot of fights, right? I think Ding, being close to home, I think Ding is more of a finisher. Give me Ding in this one. Give me Ding by KO. Alright, guys, next up, I'm going to butcher this name. I always do every time this man fights. Earl Lickgang taking on Cody Hayden, guys. Hayden is a savage, man. Only 27 years old, 8-1 inside his professional career, 1-0 inside UFC. Has a Dana White Contender Series wins. Out of his 8 wins, 5 of them by KO, 2 by submission. He's a finisher. Earl Lickgang, he's been around for a while, man. 26-12, 4-4-1 inside UFC, 9 KOs, 1 submission, 16 decisions. So not as much as a finisher. I think Cody just gets hit less. He lands more. I think Cody Hayden's going to be a problem in this bantamweight division, and it's a stacked division, so that's saying a lot. Give me Cody by decision in this one. Next, fight Tassiura taking on Gurul. 23 years of age for Tassiura. Gurul 32. Gurul is replacing Aguilar in this fight. I think it's about like 9 days notice. And it's in China, right? And he just fought. He's going to be cutting weight 2 times. I'm not 100% sure if this is a catch weight or not, but that sucks, right? It's going to be traveling, cutting weight. It's going to be miserable. Tassiura 1-1 inside UFC. His loss was to Joshua Van, so take that with a grain of salt. 10-1 as a professional. 4 KOs. 4 submissions. Gurul just 1-3 inside UFC. Maybe he can carry over momentum because his last fight was his only win. But given the fact that he's going to be cutting weight in 9 days again, and he's traveling and taking it short notice, big cojones move by Gurul by taking this fight, but not the smartest. Give me Tassiura by decision. Next fight, and I can honestly say I am excited for this one. Not for Angela Hill. She's 41 years old, but we're seeing one of the greatest women's fighter from One Championship MMA come to the UFC and making her debut in Zhang Ziyang. She was 10-1 in One Championship. She's 19-1, 10 KO win. She's a finisher for a chick. But I mean, Angela Hill, as a veteran, she protects herself very well. Give me Xinjiang in this one. Give me Xinjiang by decision. Next fight, we got 2 guys making their UFC debut again. We got Zhu taking on Vieira. both 30 years of age. Vieira's never been finished. Zhu got subbed one time in his career, so I really like this one to go to distance. But if you go and take a look at their film, Vieira definitely has more ways to win this fight. Give me Vieira by decision. Last but not least, the curtain jerker, guys. Loma taking on Amorim. Don't know what it is. I don't 100% remember. I just remember in the past, I 100% have bet it on Loma before, and I think she may have had the worst professional MMA fight I've ever seen. That being said, give me Amorim by decision. That does it for my UFC Macau full card predictions by Tarp Sports. Guys, any questions, please just ask. If you want me to expand on a fight more, let me know in the comments. Other than that, guys, if you want to see what I'm personally going to be taking, what I'm personally going to be putting my money on, remember, I'm not a professional, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, right? It's just my opinion. But I wait until after weigh-ins to put money on anything. I'm a weigh-in guy. I like to see how people weigh in. If you miss weight, it's an automatic fade, right? I've changed picks after this video dropped because I drop it before weigh-ins. After weigh-ins, I could switch up. So join the Discord for that, right? Completely free to join. If you don't have Discord, no worries. I post it usually Saturday morning, but this is going to be extremely early, so I'll post my UFC Macau picks Friday night. So follow up, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Share your MMA friends. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get this Gitas this Saturday.